Hey everyone, Dr. Robotic here, and welcome back to Let's Play Crash Bandicoot. And we are redoing Up the Creek. Let's center that a little bit better. There we go. Marvelous. Simply marvelous. I'm just gonna scoot over, just that way I can see the TV a bit better. Yeah, we got it. And yeah, we got an odd glitch that prevented us from continuing, so I'm just gonna replay through this level. And as you can see here, like, you notice how now I lost pretty much most, like 38 of, I mean not 48, 38 of my lives. Well, like as I said before, this game doesn't save your lives. Which if you ask me is kind of annoying, but lots of games at the time didn't really save your lives. I mean, Super Mario World didn't, and that's a great, but then again, that game is like really, really easy though, for the most part. Unless you're going for the special world, which I didn't even know about until later. I don't even think I've never actually played it. I've gone through the Star World, but I never activated the special world. I would have probably played that though. I heard it was it can't be as bad as like the Mario ROM hacks out there, and probably some of the Super Mario Maker levels, which I need to really get back to playing that game somewhat. Again, like I was doing good in my past part, now I lost my gaming powers, my Evo powers. Despite me not even once winning a fighting game tournament I've entered yet. And I'm not gonna enter Evo just because of that, yeah, either. I mean, I want to enter Evo in actuality, but like at the moment, like I should probably start small first. I mean, I play like I mean, I'm okay online, like Injustice, which I might probably do like an online video that's entitled Earthworm vs. the World, and put in the Earthworm vs. Friend segment. If you guys want to know what my PSN is, like if you guys want to know what my PSN is, it's Uscream 500. Which is a reference to Dark Tooth, which is like his license plate from Twisted Metal 2 World Tour. And because I'm like a huge Twisted Metal fanatic. And that's like probably my favorite PlayStation franchise in general. And I pretty much own nearly all the games. The only one I do not have in my collection is 3, but that's because like, if you know me personally, I really hate Twisted Metal 3. That is, like, one of my least favorite video games ever made. In my opinion, one of the most disappointing sequels out there. So we're gonna ignore that. Just because, like, for one thing, it came right out after Twisted Metal 2, which is, like, the even better sequel. Like, Twisted Metal 1 was a good game, if not a great game at the time. And while it's a bit clunky around the edges, it's the first game in the series, you kind of have to at least expect some, like, some, quirks, I should say, I guess. Or oddities, I think I would say. Like, a few nitpicks, you could say. But other than that, it was still a good game, and in my opinion, it's aged fairly well, but it has its early installment weirdness. But again, some games really have that too. Like Jak and Daxter 1 was a collectathon, and Jak 2 was a sandbox and action platformer with gun mechanics. Ratchet & Clank to me had early installment weirdness because I played the Tools of Destruction first. There we go, now we get to save. Because I actually played Tools of Destruction on the PS3 first. And like I got the Ratchet & Clank collection, I'm like, and I played the first one, and I'm like, and I actually kind of rage quitted just because of how, like, it just felt so much harder to me. Like, it was, like, so different than, like, I mean, I just had, like, early installment weirdness definitely there, but, I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with your opinions, and I might probably replay it again and try to get a different opinion. It's just that, I kind of had, like, oh, wow, this, like, I kind of felt like it didn't age well, but, maybe if I replay it, I'll get a different opinion. But, like I was saying, like, with Twisted Metals 1 and 2, like, 2, on the other hand, was an awesome game. Oh, and we have Ripper Roo to battle. Jak the Ripper Roo. Jak the Ripper Roo. Ah, detonated a bit too early. It's Jack the Ripper Roo. It's time for Jack to let it rip. Ah, damn it. Oh, whoops. Like, as I was saying earlier, though, like, continuing with, like, 2 and, like, how Twisted Metal was. Like, Twisted Metal 2 was, like, one of those games that took what made Twisted Metal 1 a fun game and multiplied it by, like, frickin' took it up to 11, you could say. Let's see. Like, it was Twisted Metal 1 on steroids, so we had, like, really good expectations about 3, and I found out at a GameStop one day back when they actually still sold PS1 games. Like, I rented it before, like, Hollywood Video, back, rental stores, those were a thing. Or back then, when you could still, like, rent, like, you could, like, rent one game and rent the other for free. Oh, he said that would, like, make it like, say, but anyway, like, 3, I had, like, really big expectations. I loved. So when I bought it at the GameStop for like $2, like I had like really big expectations for it. Like I was thinking, wow, 2. My dad's like, no, don't buy it, because they actually played it before. He was like, you saying it was a horrible game? I'm like, no, it can't be a bad game. It's a Twisted Metal game. So like he like reluctantly bought it for me. So like when I got all the played, I'm like, this game is crap. Like I actually bought 4 like about like last year, I think. And, well, 4 isn't a perfect game, it's much better than 3. Like, 3 I hated so much I actually ripped it in half. Like, years later. Like, I went, like, full-on angry video game nerd on it, like when he did the TMNT, except I didn't hack it with a sword. I just, like, ripped it in half. Like, with my bare hands, just because, like, it's a CD. And then I just threw it in the garbage. Like, it's one of the very few games I've done that to. The other was, like, some crappy shovelware game my sister gave me from my, I think, like, my 6th birthday called Razor Racing. Like, she grabbed, like, these games from, like, the bargain bin, like, Drag Racing and Razor Racing, which was, like, this obvious Tony Hawk knockoff. And it was, like, a very bad one at that, too. But I'll explain a bit more about that later. Oh, we're not gonna worry about the gem here. Like I said, I'm not going for 100% in this game, and this is when these levels are part of the reason why. The length and the annoying enemy placement. I don't want to constantly restart so that way I don't reactivate the checkpoints. You know. Ugh. Like, I just want to beat the game, essentially. I don't want to, like, make it nothing but raw, unedited footage like Phil. But anyway, like, with Twisted Metal 4, it kind of fixed what 3 did wrong. Like, the physics engine was a lot better than 3's. Like, if you guys don't really know what's wrong with 3, 3 had, like, terrible level design and probably the worst physics engine I've ever played in a car combat game. All the ones I played, at least, which were pretty much Twisted Metal and Jack X Combat Racing, which I will definitely feature that game on my channel. That game was kick-ass. Especially if you had the online capability at the time like I did. Which I have the online adapter for my PS2. But anyway. Like, Twisted Metal 4 at least had somewhat better level design. And it had a better physics engine. But I don't like how they did the controls. Like, it feels like a toy car, essentially. Which, fittingly enough, also has RC Sweet Tooth, which I was given, which that was a Christmas gift, actually, though. Which I got, like, last year along with Smash 4, which I kinda... I mean, I kinda laughed at the... I mean, all I need to do is just, like, get, like, my friend Eagle, like, a little Axel, or see if we could, like, go freaking, like, reenact Small Brawl. But anyway, like, 4 was an okay game, in my opinion, at the very least. I don't know why I collected that, because I missed the other Brio I had, but... Like, 4 was an okay game. Nothing special, but nothing terrible. It was just there, you could say. Like, I just felt it was just there. Like, the stories, well, at least some people had a wish that was worth a damn. Like, Orbital, like, I think Orbitals is the guy's name, like, the spy, who had, like, half his face missing. At least. Like, he wanted to, like, get that face back, that part of the face back, and no longer be an outcast. Yeah, he still gets screwed over, but there, it's still more, he's like everyone else. It's just everyone else has half their face missing now. But, and there was Quattro who actually already arrests Calypso, not Calypso, Sweet Tooth on the spot. Because in that game, Sweet Tooth's the final boss, and boy, is he the cheapest one out there. Like, he's so cheap he makes Warhawk look like frickin' Glass Joe in comparison. Oh, whoa! However, it didn't really get too improved until Twisted Metal Black came along, which I could definitely say is probably either my favorite in the series along with that PS3 reboot. Like, say what you will about the PS3 reboot, but I actually liked that game. I thought it was pretty kick-ass for the most part. I mean, you can dislike it if you want to, but I mean, I thought it was fun. I mean, yeah, the single player was a bit short, but really to me, the gameplay is what mattered, and the gameplay delivered. But anyway, like, Black was awesome because they actually gave us back to the characters we all know and love. Well, the cars we all know and love, at least, and brought us characters that we could actually kind of go behind with their wishes, considering that, you know, like how they're all, like, within the Blackfield Asylum. They kind of have that mentality of they ain't got nothing to lose. And while some people like Sweet Tooth you don't really sympathize with, but you just still kind of get behind him because he just wants to kill Calypso, and Sweet Tooth, he's kind of cool, I could say. Like, you kind of just root for him anyway. Just, like, you root for the Empire. You know he's evil, but you're just rooting for him anyway, just because he's still cool. Then the gameplay was kick-ass, too. It helps that they actually brought back the original crew this time. It's a... Because, like, also what made, like, 3 and 4 definitely inferior games is that these were, like, handled by a different development crew, which were 989 Studios. It wasn't done by, like, David Jaffe and the irregular team this time. Like, this wasn't done... Like, 1 and 2 were done by Single Track Studios, and 3 and 4 were done by 989, which 989 just kind of didn't really get what made Twisted Metal Twisted Metal. However, when Single Track became Incognito Entertainment, when they made Twisted Metal Black, they made it a really damn good game. And one of the better movements of, like, actually making a game darker and more mature, where it actually feels like it's still mature. It's not, like, trying to be quote-unquote mature by being edgy. Like, it actually feels legitimately mature on its own, where, like, the stories are dark. Like, I actually... Although I wonder how the hell the game ever scared me when I was like freaking 10 years old. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to play the story mode when I was like 4 at the time. Then because my dad also hid it in like his office, along with some of his other games. Although that didn't really stop me from finding this copy of Mortal Kombat 3, which I like stumbled upon by mere accident. And I'll kind of get to that in a second, but after I'm done my like little retrospective of Twisted Metal right here. So after Black, we got Small Brawl, which me and my dad rented frequently at the time, because I thought it was kind of fun, and a neat little concept in my opinion, RC car combat. And I actually bought it like 2 years ago from Amazon, and my opinion on Small Brawl, I actually kind of like it. It's kind of fun to play. It's not perfect by any means, but I actually loved it. And I would say, if you can rent it for a decent price and you're a diehard Twisted Metal fan, go for it, actually. I actually like Small Brawl. That wasn't a terrible game, in my opinion. Oh, whoa. And then the Head-On came out, which I didn't actually play the initial release because I don't own a PSP. My oldest nephew does. But I don't think he has Head-On. I know he has Daxter, which I should actually ask him to take a look at that someday. I always wanted to play that at the time, but anyway, back to like although when they made the PS2 port, I immediately went out and bought it, and like, I should mention, like, one of my friends from school actually invited, I should say quote-unquote friend, invited me, but we never really did anything. We kind of more of a with friends like these relationship, I should mention. It was like one of those class invites everyone. And, like, the release date happened to be the same day as his birthday. And my dad was giving me a choice. I was like thinking, and now admit I'll sound a little dickish here, but I went out and just grabbed the game. Cause like, it was like this little thing called Daddy Town, which if you don't know what that is, it's kind of, it's like one of those like Chuck E. Cheese like arcades, except it uses cards instead of tokens. And it was also one of those things that also had the bowling alley. And like, although me and my dad were, then if I wasn't, I would probably wouldn't be able to get much money on a card anyway, probably like $5, so I figured, let's just grab Twisted Metal Head-On Extra Twisted Edition. Let me just say, that was probably one of my better decisions, because that said friend also stole one of my Pokemon games. Which, like, he was one of those guys that, like, stole one of my stuff anyway, and it was like my Pokemon Ruby, and those was like right after which had like, I think like 30 Master Balls on there, because I bought it used from a GameStop. Let's see, I'm gonna save here, I'm gonna find a save spot, so... What have I got? Let's see, Phil had a lot of trouble with these levels. I mean, all of it, these are kind of difficult levels to be fair. They ain't that bad. Let's see, we're like almost halfway through the game, too. This is probably gonna be like one of my shortest Let's Plays yet, next to Spider-Man, probably. Like, as I was saying, too, like, and it had, like, a bunch of legendaries, and I'm not sure if it had the Reggies on there, but I could be wrong. I know it didn't have any events, because, like, I know it didn't have any event Pokemon. I know I had, like, Groudon, I also had, like, a level 100 Marsh Top for some reason. Like, for some reason the guy never, like, evolved it into a Swampert. I question the logic behind that, really, like, not evolving your Marsh Top into a Swampert. So I just traded it to my actual best friend, Nick, who was a pretty cool guy. Like, one of my few friends one of those friends in elementary that actually didn't screw me over, like the friend who invited me over to his party did. Which, to avoid pointing fingers, I'll just say his name is... like, we'll just call him Bob. And to avoid pointing fingers at who it was, we're just gonna call him Bob. Let's see what we say. So, but with Nick, though, Nick was a pretty cool guy. And, like, we lived in the same neighborhood. We pretty much, like, me and, like, my other friend Logan... we would always, like, stay up all night and, like, freaking, like, play, like, freaking Crash Team Racing and Twisted Metal 2 all night. Good times, good times. Oh, that was a very idiotic decision, but thankfully I don't. That was just a very stupid decision of mine, but, eh. We all make mistakes. Well, that's it for this. See you guys next time.